7. Okay, so on this one, if the area of a circular ring is 905 feet squared, understand this is just a unit. Don't let it be part of the math. It's only a unit like feet or inches or whatever. And the width is 9 feet. Solve for P when the formula is such. Well, the first thing you better do is solve it for P, because we got to do that before we can answer the question. So we're going to solve it for P, and then we're going to plug in the numbers. So I've got area equals 4 pi PW. There's only one thing to do. This is all multiplication. 4 times pi times P times W. It's all times. So we got to undo it by division. I'm wanting to solve for P, so I leave it alone. And I divide by everything else. So my P is going to equal A over 4 pi W. Well, now it tells me in here that my area is 905. So I'm going to plug a 905 in for my A. And then I've got a 4 and I've got a pi. And up here it tells me that W is 9 times 9. Now, if you're not careful the way you put this in the calculator, you will get it wrong. And I think I explained this to you guys already, but we're going to explain it again. So, I have to put in 905 in my calculator. 905, oops, that's 908. 905 divided by, now I want to divide that 905, where'd it go, where'd it go, where'd it go, where'd it go, right there. I want to divide this by this entire multiplication process, 4 times pi times 9. The only way I can tell the calculator that is to put it in parentheses. 4 times pi is your second and caret key, times 9, and close the parentheses. You got to put it all in parentheses to tell the calculator I want you to divide that by all of this, by the product of all of this. And hit enter, and you get 8.00. So your answer for that problem would then be A. The next one. The area of a triangle is represented by the formula A equals 1/2 BH. Solve for B. That's the first thing we got to do. That's what it says do. So we're going to solve for B. So I've got A equals 1/2 BH, and I'm solving for B, but I need to get rid of the fraction first. My common denominator is 2. Multiply by 2, multiply by 2. Now I have 2A equals, these cancel, leaving 1 BH or BH. I'm solving for B, so how am I going to separate these? I'm going to divide by H. So I find out that then B equals 2A over H. Now it says find the length if the area is 300. So over here I've got B equals 2 times 300 over, and it says the height is 15. So there I've got it. So now in my calculator, I'm going to say 2 times 300, which we know is 600, divided by, and they gave me 15 in the denominator, and I get 40. So my answer is C. Okay? Next problem. John has a board that's 5 foot long. He plans to use it to make 4 shelves, whose lengths are to be a series of consecutive even numbers. Well, there we go. How many are we going to do? 4. What are they? Consecutive even. So I know I have x, x plus 2, x plus 4, and x plus 6. Okay? So how long should each shelf be? Okay, so all of these together, all of these boards are going to equal 5 feet. So I have x plus 2 plus x plus 4 plus x plus 6 equals 5. Hold on, I'm just reading it again. Something seems weird. We're going to try this. 1, 2, 3, 4x plus 4, 6, 12 equals 5. I'm not sure on this one. Let me see what I'm missing. So I've got 5 foot long. Oh, they're wanting inches. That's the problem. This is 5 foot, and we're wanting inches. So we're going to have to convert feet to inches. So how many inches are there in a foot? So we're going to go 12 times 5. So we're talking about 60 inches. So we're going to change this 5 to a 60. Okay, now we're going to take away 12. 8, 48, divide by 4, and x equals 12. So this one would be 12, 14, 16, and 18. Now, how can we check to make sure we're right? Well, we could add all these up and see if we get 60. Let's try it. So I have 12 plus 14 plus 16 plus 18. I know you can't see my calculator, but that's what I'm doing. And sure enough, I do get 60. So the answer then would be 12, 14, 16, and 18, A. The next problem is just a regular multi-step equation. So the first thing we have to do is we have to distribute. So I've got negative 5 plus 25x minus 40x minus 10 equals negative 4x. Well, negative 4x minus 8x. Let's go ahead and combine those. They're like terms, they both have x's. So a negative 4 and negative 8 is a negative 12x. Now I'm going to combine my like terms. I have a 25 minus a 40. Looks like that's a negative 15x. I have a negative 5 and a negative 10. Looks like that's a negative 15 equals negative 12x. So I think I'll just add 15x. I'll take it over to the other side because I don't want that. I want to get each thing on one side, 115x. So now I've got a negative 15 because this is gone, equals 3x. Divide by 3, and x equals negative 5, which is C. Hopefully that helps you a little bit. And now that you have watched the video and taken notes along with it, then you will be allowed to do a retest if that's what you would like to do. You just have to come to me and tell me, I've watched the video, show me your work. Here's the work where I worked it along with you, and then I will note that and I will make you a retest. So hopefully we do better the next time.